Welcome to the Amazing Authorities Podcast, where game changers, visionaries, and category leaders share how they built their brands, platforms, and global influence. Your host is Mitch Carson, international speaker, media strategist, and creator of the Instant Authority System. If you're ready to learn from those who've done it and want to become the go-to expert in your space, you're in the right place.
Here's the beauty of meeting somebody new. Today's guest is Angie Dove. Now, she hails from the UK, lives in Singapore. I'm obviously American and living in Thailand, but here we sit, and she impressed me on multiple levels. And the first level was she's terribly approachable. And I think she's the online mom to many. And that's she's the brand expert from Business from Anywhere, and that's the beauty of what we do. So welcome to the Amazing Authorities podcast today, Ange.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Mitch. I'm just glad to be here.
Yes, and we're having a nice little chat coming into our time together about different platforms and all this. And I want to tell people the gift that you're offering right up front. So yes, tell about your gift, what you're offering, and then we're going to we'll unpack that a little bit.
Okay. So I'm offering just a checklist audit of your brand, basically, of your personal brand, just to have you look through and see where you are, where you stand with it, what still needs to be done, and it'll just give you an idea of what you can go and do to improve your personal brand.
All right. Personal brand is a broadly used term. We talked about it when you interviewed me for your podcast yesterday. And the name of your podcast is?
You're the Boss.
You're the Boss podcast. All right. So I was your guest. Today, you're my guest. Yeah. This is called reciprocity. And the world, there's an abundance mindset that you have, I have. I'm in the personal branding space, but entirely different than what you do.
Right.
Entirely different. There's room for everybody, and we can collaborate. We're friends. We're friendly. And tell us what your audit will unpack for people, and what roadmap will they then have?
Okay, so going through the personal brand audit, it's really looking at, first of all, what your message is. Have you got a message that is consistent across all channels?
Okay.
And are you talking to the right people? Do you know who you're talking to? And are you able to identify and call them out so that they know they're being spoken to? And is your message on point to what they want? Are you solving a pain for them that just really addresses their pain so that you're able to help them and solve something for them? So we look at all of that. And then we'll look at how they're set up in terms of just becoming known. Like we talked yesterday, didn't we? About just being able to put yourself out there and be seen. There's no point. If you're invisible, nobody can do any business with you. So how do you get seen? So we look at ways to get seen and what you've got to set up and how you manage that so that it doesn't consume every hour of every day. We want to be in business. We're not just content makers. So how do we do content in an efficient way? So we'd look at that as well. Then there's looking at ways that you can expand your brand. So how can you amplify your presence through different stages, like, for example, podcasts that we're doing here. Whether you want to host your own podcast or you just want to guest on other people's podcasts.
That's a great strategy in itself. Let's talk about let's go into that detail, because we basically did a 180. Yesterday, you were the host on your platform. I was your guest. Today, you're my guest. I want to learn more about you. What are the advantages of being a podcast host, and what are the advantages of being a podcast guest?
Okay.
We didn't cover that yesterday.
No, we didn't really do it. Yeah. Okay. I think having a podcast is a way to get in front of other people's audiences. So when I'm guesting on your show, people that follow your show will be introduced to me for that one episode. So I'm borrowing your audience in a way.
Sure.
and vice versa. And then when I have my own podcast, it's really the same way. I've got my audience. I want to grow that audience and have people on the podcast that will help me to grow it as well. So it's just getting in front of as many people as possible through that channel. And it's such fun to do. Just love it.
Well, let's think about this. You and I both have podcasts. I've guested quite a bit. You're guesting today.
Yeah.
Which is better?
Which is better? Ooh, that's a good question. I like them both. And I tend to actually, when I get on someone's show, they will, if they have a podcast, when they have a podcast, if I get on someone's show, I can invite them onto mine as well. So we do this switch quite often, actually. But which is better? I don't know. I think if you're guesting on other people's podcasts, it's a way for you, if you do it regularly and you're on different shows, it's a way for you to massively expand your audience. And especially when you do things like put offers out and they sign up for your offers, that's a way for you to grow your audience as well. So that's really handy. But then having your own podcast, probably a bit more work.
A lot more work. Let's be honest. It's a lot more work. It's more than just doing the interview for 30 minutes or what have you. The back end is what it deters a lot of people.
Yeah. It's for sure. I think you have to have a system going for that, and probably a team as well helps to get that all done for you, so you don't have to be messing around with video editing and all of that kind of stuff. So, but I try to keep mine quite organic. I don't want to do too much editing of mine. That's just the way I am. And I kind of made peace. We talked a little bit yesterday about this, with making peace with being on video.
Yes. Yeah. But you overcame it. Now you're perfectly comfortable.
Yeah. So that's something that took a lot of work though to do.
Okay.
But I'm also now so comfortable with it that it's like, no, I don't need it to be edited, right? In a way. So like if I make a mistake, fine, it stays in. I'm not wasting time trying to chop that piece out just because, so that's how far I've come in that sense. It's like you take me as I am, you get what you're given.
So imperfect is okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, imperfect is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and even with some sparse use of filler words is okay.
Yeah. Oh, I cut the filler words out because I make so many of them.
Okay. All right.
Usually that's the first thing I do. I get into the tool I use, and that's the first thing that's okay, filler words, remove.
Okay. You do use that. All right. So
I've just got a bad habit of all the time.
Okay.
So, and it's something I'm trying to work on cutting out, but yeah, until I do, those filler words will go. Yeah.
And
the thing is as well is like when you say you don't have to be perfect, right? It's good to be imperfect. Because
it's relatable, isn't it?
It's relatable, right? And I think as well, if people are perfectionists, it kind of stops them from moving forward. That's one thing, one of the biggest reasons people don't move forward and build a business or build a brand is because they're trying to make it too perfect, and it just stops them. And if you get over that, you find that you can achieve a lot in a very short space of time.
Let's talk about clients that you've worked with. What happens when they get the magic wand of Angie Dove?
Okay, so there's several ways. Is we basically work on, it depends how they come to me. So if they come to me through wanting to build their personal brand, then they have options of just coaching with me, and we'll go through what they need to do, and they go and do the work, do the homework, and step by step we'll build that brand up. If they want done for you services, we also offer that. So for people who don't want to get on Canva, they don't want to design their stuff, we will help them with that.
You're a whiz at that. Yeah. So you'll go and create that. Okay.
I love that. I love that side of it. And I'm also a bit of a tech nerd as well. So I love teaching people the tech around running a business online. So when they come to me to run a business, then that's one of the advantages they get, is that I can tell them exactly what to do to manage their business online with all the tools they need to do that as well.
Do you set up a CRM for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like a Go High Level or?
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
what I use. Yeah.
All right. Same here. I
Yeah.
use that. I used to be with Infusionsoft some years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Confusionsoft, it was
Well,
dubbed.
yes.
I used ClickFunnels for a period of time.
My hair is this color because of Confusionsoft.
Oh, I ran 2 businesses, and that was the bane of our existence. Gosh, I don't even know where they are today. But we've all evolved and
Yes.
learned, and Go High Level seems to be the one that, there's also Kajabi and Entreport and a few others, but it seems to be the one that most people are referring to now. And so are your clients, give me the typical profile. What's the avatar, the client avatar that you work with?
So generally Gen X.
Okay.
The people that I attract. And it's basically the avatar is me in a way. But it's also like a combination.
You're a Gen X.
I'm Gen X. Yeah. And it's also a combination of Gen X, just because it's where they are in their life now and what do they really want. You get to a time in your life where you start to look at, okay, what have I done? What's next? What's the next chapter? So I run a community called The Next Chapter, and it's helping people to move forward and make a transition. So sometimes making a transition is quite a scary process. So that's one thing that I help them with, is to make that transition. So whether they're making a transition from the corporate world to setting up their own business, that's something that I can help with. Or if they're looking at retirement and they don't want to just stop in retirement, they want to do something, then running a business on the side, just making some extra money, would be another way. And you're never too old to do this.
Well, share a success story.
Share a success story.
You could change the name to protect the innocent.
One would be a lady who, she came to me actually for a VIP day, which is where you just book me for a day and we go through. So I thought I was going to be speaking to her about basically creating SOPs for her business, systemizing and automating her business using Go High Level. And I was going to help her set all that up, so that the idea was that she wanted to free herself from the business and automate as much as possible, have tasks delegated to her team so she wasn't in there day to day. That's what she wanted to do. And she was going towards retirement. So she was thinking, I just want to slow down. I just want to do this at a slower speed. And then the first question I asked her when we got in was, what is it that you really want to do? And she said, I want to help women through menopause. I was like, whoa, that came out of left field. So what we did for the first half of the day was set up her systems on Go High Level. And then the second half of the day was brainstorming and building a brand around this business of helping women through menopause and becoming like a coach to help women through menopause. So that was one of the ones that stuck in my head as really surprising, because I just wasn't expecting that at all.
And that spawned from a full VIP day.
Yeah.
And how did she learn about you?
How did she learn about me? She met me at a networking event where I was speaking on the panel that day. So that's how we first connected. And then we connected when we both were speakers on an online summit.
All right. So let's talk about how to get yourself out there. Do you prescribe for some of your clients to get out there and speak, become a panelist, to be a keynote speaker, to be a selling speaker, to conduct their own webinars? Is that a vehicle for some of your clients?
Yeah.
All right.
So I have a whole section in my program that is around presentation skills and getting them on stages, keynote speaking, and again, podcasting, things like that as well. So, yeah.
Is that a good stepping stone? Podcasting didn't exist in my day when I first started with this. I mean, I've been a speaker for 40 years. And it wasn't available. I mean, some people say go to Toastmasters. I went to a meeting and I said, this isn't for me. So I went a different route, and it's great for some people. What would be the ascension model of somebody who is fearful, like you were afraid of
Mm.
being on camera
Yeah.
once upon a time. You
Yeah.
overcame that. Now
Mm.
you're great. You're comfortable.
Mm.
What would be your prescription model of somebody who needs to get out there, needs to
Mm.
get in front of crowds because it's speaking one to many versus one to one? If you
Mm.
really want to grow a business exponentially, what's the path you would recommend for that person?
Path I would
On a
recommend.
general
Mm.
sense. I know it can be customized,
Yeah.
but in a general way for an individual that let's just say somebody just wrote a book. She just wrote a book
Mm.
and wants to get her message out there. It's on a topic that she's passionate about,
Mm.
but she has absolutely zero speaking experience. She just got fresh. I'm going to set up the scenario. She's freshly divorced. Money isn't a problem. She's
Uh-huh.
okay. Her kids are out of the house. She's an empty nester, divorced, and she's in this spot and she's got a message and a passion. What
Okay.
should she do with her book?
What should she do? I mean, looking at promotional materials like getting on the local radio would be one.
Okay. Got it.
So TV, if you can get that as well. We were talking yesterday about people not watching so much TV anymore.
Well, yeah, true.
Yeah. Setting up a YouTube channel could be another way.
Okay.
So we do that as well. And again, a podcast. Speak about what she's an expert in, create her podcast and market her business and her book through that as well.
Is that a good stepping stone to then become a keynote speaker after? Would you prescribe podcasts first to get comfortable talking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think just get the reps in, you should say.
Yes.
Practice so that you are comfortable. And then what I find as well is once you start putting yourself out there and becoming known and people are seeing you, you actually get people coming to you and asking, could you speak on my stage? Could you guest on this as well? So that's one way to do it. You'll start to, the more you put yourself out there, the more people will come to you. And that's
well,
what
I was
what you want to do.
Yeah, I was going back to how did you find this ideal client? And we drilled back to where you met. You were a panelist. You were exposed. You were in a position of credibility.
Yeah.
You were in the position of power. Being part of this, you were perceived as an expert, and it worked magically. Then you had a full day consult, and then I guess it grew from there.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's just, and then it's getting in that position of trust as well. They can try you out. She tried me out for a little bit with the, the 1 day booking. And then when you get that trust, and she actually as well she burst into tears at the end of the day. But it was tears of happiness.
Oh, isn't that nice? Yeah. That's good validation, isn't it?
Because because part of like helping people with menopause is, it all comes down to lifestyle as well and managing diet and everything.
Oh, okay.
So she got quite into food, analyzing food and looking at food. And she was always posting food posts. And people used to say to her, what are you posting food things for? You're a businesswoman, you're an accountant or whatever. So it's like, then when we'd been through the whole thing and said, okay, let's put a strategy in how you're going to market this now and do this. And then finally she could justify putting her food pictures up as well. And it all came together. So she knew she was putting up on social media what her passion was, but she didn't have any direction for it. So once we had created her little coaching business through, we created a whole system that we called it. And then once we'd done that, she was able then to recognize what her message was, what she was talking about, and then just realizing that she now had a vehicle for what she was doing with her passion. So it all fit together. But it wasn't something that she saw until we had that day. And then once we'd built it, she just burst into tears. So
that's awesome. She then saw the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah.
How important is AI today in what you do?
Oh, it's incredibly important.
Yes.
I use a particular tool that I absolutely love that does almost everything for me in terms of that they market it as you've got your own employees. So it's your AI employees. So you have a whole team and it's just AI doing different parts of your business for you. And I absolutely love it. I wake up every Monday morning and it's got my social media posts ready. And it knows me because I've fed all the information in about me.
Which program is this?
This is called Sintra.ai. So
Uh-huh.
Sintra.ai. So that's made a huge difference. It's helped me as well with messaging and my own marketing as well. And it's the kind of thing as well, like I was talking to somebody about this recently. It's like when you are marketing or when you are looking at somebody else's business, you can instantly see what needs to change, right? What's missing, what needs to change. Sometimes you can't see it in your own, right?
100% correct.
Yeah. So this has been really good, just using AI to just brainstorm different ideas and come up with things. And then I see something and it's like, yeah, God, that's it. That's what I want to say. Right. So really, really helpful. And then obviously for the time it saves is incredible.
And the ideation,
Mm, mm,
ideation and
yeah,
writing
yeah,
books, and it has helped scope that out for me
yes,
and for my clients.
yeah.
Yes. So so you have your social media posts all laid out for you?
Yeah, they do it all for me, and I they create them, and then I go in and check. And when I check, it's either edit, and I say, okay, just redo this one, give me something else, or it's just delete. Okay, forget that one, that's rubbish, right? And then, but most of them are just spot on, and it's yeah, I can go with that. But
Now,
I
do
need to
you
put more of my images in there to make it
ah
better because it's creating a lot of AI images, which
right.
I don't really want. So the more images I put in of myself, it's going to be able to pick from there as well.
Do you how many video posts do you upload yourself per day? What does it tell you? And what do
I
you recommend? Because now we're so overwhelmed.
Yes, I do recommend doing them. I don't do them at the moment. That is a plan that I have in place to actually start really documenting what I do. I don't document my life. I don't document my business, and I should. I should be
I
telling
haven't
people
either.
what
I
I'm
it's
doing.
like, how much do I want to divulge of my, it's almost embarrassing, I think. But I think I got to get over it myself.
Yeah, yeah. I think if you just tell people what you do and you show people what, and when you're in the middle of doing something, you show them what you're doing, then people understand it better, I think. So it's then you would get people questioning, okay, I saw you do this, what's this about? And I think it's something that I like to watch people when they do document their lives, and nothing personal. I won't put anything personal up. I would just be talking about me as my
On the business
personal
side.
and business brand. It would, yeah. But again, showing a little bit of who you are as a human as well, obviously. But, mm,
Wow.
mm.
And all right, and where can I'm very curious about this brand audit. I think I want to go through this and have you advise me. Where can they go for people that might have
Okay.
missed it in the beginning?
It's okay. They can. Oh, where can they go? Okay, so it's a quite a long URL actually. So coach.angedove.com. So that's my name.
Coach.angedove.com.
.com
Okay.
slash what did I call it? Brand. I'll have to give it to you later, and you
All
can
right. We'll put
post
it in the
it.
show notes.
Yeah, yeah,
We'll put
yeah.
it in the
So
show
it's
notes. That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
And where can they find you? Is it Ange Dove on
And
LinkedIn?
yeah, Ange Dove on LinkedIn, angedove.com as my website
Okay.
as well. Yeah, those are the two main places.
Well, that's where they'll find you. Well, this has
Yeah.
been insightful.
You
Fantastic. Loved
too.
it. We had fun yesterday. We had
Yeah.
fun today. You revealed all
Yes.
these keys. And when you get an emotional response, boy, you were spot on, weren't you? For example, with this woman.
Yeah.
If she
Yeah.
broke down, I'm sure a hug followed. Yeah, and as well as payment. But
Yeah.
you earned your money helping this lady lay
Yeah.
out a track to go forward.
Mm. Mm.
And given that you have a good tech background, you're
Yeah.
comfortable in tech, I would have no problem recommending you to help get
Mm.
somebody straight,
Yeah.
to get somebody on track, and to work with Canva. I mean, you had these beautiful designs that I wasn't able to use yet we'll have to do it another time and go through that. Maybe have a Canva only podcast. Yeah, I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
And some of the design only, like here's how you brighten up your personal brand with simple keys. But let's do that at a later date.
Okay.
All right. AngieDove.com. Yeah. Well, that's great. And you've been a great guest as expected. Thank you for your time today on the Amazing Authorities podcast.
Thanks for tuning in to the Amazing Authorities podcast. If today's episode inspired you, take a moment to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It helps more experts like you rise to the top. For behind-the-scenes access and free resources to boost your authority, head to MitchCarson.com. Until next time, stay amazing.